and start my spiel. Hey everybody, welcome to Trivia Ronin. My name is Matt McNelly and I'll be your host this evening, whether you're joining us live on Zoom or Twitch or after the fact on YouTube. Welcome, we're happy to have you. Quick breakdown of the rules. 1, we are honor code here, which means you keep your own score. Feel free to cheat, you get nothing. But if you don't want to keep your own score, you could try this Trivia Rat thing right here. It's great. You put your answers in your phone and then I grade it for you. One less thing to think about, means you can probably have one extra cocktail, blah, blah, blah. Number 2, after each question, you get 45 seconds to answer. Absolutely do not show your answers on your screen until the time is up. Just don't be that person. And number 3, if you're joining us on Twitch, there is a slight delay, so put your answer in with like 5 seconds to go. That usually lines up with us live. Tonight, 30 questions, 1 point each. I think there might be no bonuses tonight unless I'm feeling saucy. So 30 questions, 1 point each. 10 of them are pictures, 20 of them are questions, and a 10-point story question at the end worth a total of 40. Without further ado, let us play Trivia Ronin. Away we go with question number 1. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, which in turn started World War I, occurred in what Bosnian city? Let's start the rat. What Bosnian city? Game on. City in Bosnia. If you can name one of them, you'll probably get it right. Timer, where are you going? There it is. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, which in turn started World War I, occurred in what Bosnian city? Should be hearing some tunes on Twitch, I hope. Hope they're not too loud. If they are, Sethron. Oh, no worries, Sethron. I'll give you the answer to story time in the chat. Thank you so much. I was just gonna say. Ronald. That's the one song I remember, but it's not the famous one. 10 seconds left. We gave you extra time on this one because I forgot to click go. If you know a Bosnian city, or Bosnia and Herzegovina, as it is known now. I hope I said that right. Anyway, show it. What do we got? Good guess. Yes, that is correct. Several people have it correct. Sarajevo was the correct answer. Sarajevo. Well done, everyone who got that. I didn't know that. I had to look it up. That's why I host. Question 2. In The Wizard of Oz, what character reveals the wizard behind the curtain? 45 seconds. One of them does it. Which one? Oh, spoilers for The Wizard of Oz, guys. Not actually a wizard. Yugoslavia, Doug? Yugoslavia. Nailed it. Nailed it, guys. There's your Eastern European joke. If you don't like them, just check me. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. In The Wizard of Oz, what character reveals the wizard behind the curtain? Somebody in the movie does. Some character in the movie does. That's the correct way to say it. That's your 10-second hint. 3, 2, 1. If you can hear in my... yes, good job, Doug. Many people got it. Scarecrow's an excellent guess. But the answer was, yes, indeed, the dog, Toto. I bless the rains down in Africa. Toto the dog wins it. Is it blessed? Whatever. Question 3. How many pairs of chromosomes do humans have in each cell? This is just a straight up, were you listening in bio class trivia question. How many pairs of chromosomes? Each one's a pair. Except for the X and the Y. Men are genetic anomalies. We're missing a piece. But otherwise, bunch of pairs of them. And I'm asking for how many pairs, so the total is double that number. That's math, guys. You guys got it. How many pairs of chromosomes do humans have in each and every cell? Every time they... That could be true, and actually that is a good point. But we'll see what we get. Anyway, show them, guys. Yes, all right. Many people knew it. 23. Jordan. Jordan is the answer. 23. Question 4. Traditionally, a Reuben sandwich is made of corned beef, sauerkraut, Swiss cheese, Russian dressing on what type of bread? I probably needed an and in there somewhere. What bread is a Reuben on? Traditionally. One of them traditional questions. A Paul Rubens sandwich is different. Insert masturbation joke here. Insert dated masturbation reference here. Traditionally, a Reuben sandwich is made of corned beef, sauerkraut, Swiss cheese, Russian dressing. On what type of bread? Good guy, Paul Rubens. He went to a porno theater. What do you want from him? Stop crucifying Paul Rubens, everybody. He just jerked off in a place where people jerk off. Anyway, show him. Yep. Yeah. You guys know. You've been to a deli. Rye. Rye bread is the answer to that. The bread is better than the whiskey, says Doug. I disagree. Question 5. If you take a hunk of paraffin, put it in a dyed solution of water and antifreeze, and lit it from below, what would you make? 45 seconds. Be making something. Doing some Breaking Bad shit. What would you make? Or what did you make? I like to do these hypothetical questions. If you did this, take a hunk of paraffin, you put it in a dyed solution of water and antifreeze, and you light it from underneath. Something happens and you make something. 22 seconds. What'd you make? What'd you make? What did you make if you did that thing? Well, paraffin's kind of ooey gooey. Show them, everybody. And then antifreeze is good. Ooh, turpentine's a good guess. Oh man, this was a very much tough one. But my man Jasper from the 70s, you would make a lava lamp. That's what a lava lamp is. It's just those things. That's how you make a lava lamp, guys. Oh, that was Jasper too. Sorry, that is Cyrus Jasper. Sabotage. Question 6. Beck has 6 gold records and 2 that went platinum. But ironically, only this song broke the Billboard Top 40 of his whole collection. What song was in the top 40 for the artist Beck? The artist currently known as Beck. He's got one top 40 hit ever. It hit number 3. All the rest of them didn't. Ironically, is in the question, though. Wonder why I did that. We'll never know. 6 gold records. Odelay went double platinum. Just so you know, if that's a hint. It is a hint. It's off Odelay. 2-1. Show him. So, baby, I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? Oh man, now we can't monetize. I was so on. Ironic is a good guess, Doug, but that's Alanis Morissette. Hannibal Lecter enjoyed a nice Chianti while eating his favorite dish, human liver, with a side of what type of beans? 45 seconds. Noted cannibal Hannibal Lecter. Noted fictional cannibal. There it is. Soy un perpedor. Seth Ron's got the spelling for me. It was, you're right, it wasn't. It was off the one before, right? What is that? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't believe nothing off Odelay did it. Anyway, I looked it up. It's a bummer. I mean, everything like was top of the indie charts, but, you know, top 40. It was the Venga Boys. Couldn't take them down in the late 90s. Hannibal Lecter enjoyed a nice Chianti while eating his favorite dish, human liver, with a side of what type of beans? Doug's correct. He would do it with his favorite type of beans. That is absolutely correct. But for those with 4 letters to spare, fava beans, I'd eat her liver with a fava beans and a nice Chianti. Question 8. Enough of my impressions. Yo, dog, this former American Idol judge also played bass on Madonna's Like a Prayer. 45 seconds. Hi, Fist Girl. Welcome. Yo, dog. Pretty standard way I word questions. Yo, dog. This former American Idol judge also played bass on Madonna's Like a Prayer. Not Like a Virgin. Different song. Madonna really cornered the Leica market for a while. A real simile pop star, you know? Not about that metaphor. Yo, dog. Who was it? 2-1. I was surprised to learn this. Yeah, because I didn't know he played instruments. But he had to at some point, you know, because he's an American Idol judge. You're right, everybody. Randy Jackson, dog. Yo, dog, I loved all your answers. Everybody did a good job. Question 9. The first book ever published by Simon & Schuster came with an attached pencil, as it was a collection of what type of puzzles? 45 seconds. Simon & Schuster, famed publisher to this day. The almost publisher of Josh Hawley's book. Till my man lost his book deal. And by my man, I mean F you, Josh Hawley. That's what I actually mean. The first book ever published by Simon & Schuster came with an attached pencil, as it was a collection of what type of puzzles? Oh, really? I figured. I would fully not figure, by the way. Other Jasper can confirm this. The junior senator from Missouri. Anyway, show him. Yes, you're right, guys, of course. If they weren't cowards, they would have put a pen with it. But yes, it is a crossword collection. The first thing they ever published. A collection of crossword puzzles. Crucifix word puzzles. Well done. Xmas puzzles, I think. Question 10. What book's first chapter is famously entitled Down the Rabbit Hole? Guys, you know this. We're in bookland. It's not a collection of crossword puzzles. The first chapter of a book is famously entitled Down the Rabbit Hole. There might be more, but that's why, you know, we put famously here at Trivia Ronin. Oh, got it. Oh, almost caught that fly. Yes. Yes, caught a fly. Big moment for us here in the house. Every time we catch one of these flies. What book's first chapter is famously entitled Down the Rabbit Hole? Yes, indeed. We got one correct answer on Twitch. Doug, that was a girl I think I went to college with. But yes, indeed. Oh, no. I was worried someone would guess Through the Looking Glass, but alas, it is Alice in Wonderland. Wasn't tricking anybody. Through the Looking Glass would be how they get to Wonderland in that one, rather than Down the Rabbit Hole, which is how they get to Wonderland in Alice in Wonderland. Anyway, that's three. That's one round. We're at our 3-minute break. Everybody, take your time, tally up your scores, get yourself a cocktail. Again, I'm promoting for Douglas Larlam here to say he will be doing a 24-hour stream on Friday. Read the text on your screen. 3 minutes. You guys, we're flying along, looking good. We got some 8s, some 9s. Maybe I was too easy. So let's make this round hard, shall we? Cool. I'll just change all the questions now. Now they're hard. Anyway, question number 11 going right now. Question 11, as the Clinton administration left the White House in 2001, they pranked the incoming staff by removing what letter from all the keyboards? 45 seconds. Rat is starting now. New round. And spoilers, the Trump administration didn't do anything because they didn't help the Biden administration at all. Again, famously, they just left. So the Clinton administration at least had fun with it. They left the White House in 2001. They pranked the incoming staff by removing one letter from all the keyboards. Your hint is it's a letter. It's not a number. And it wasn't the tilde. Although it's a fun word to say, so I said it. Tilde. Tilde Swinton. I'm just word associating now, guys. There's another Doctor Strange coming. This girl, you nailed it. I assume others are going to get it. Yes, indeed. I know. Good prank. R is a good one because it was an R president, but the president famously had a middle initial. W. Took all the W's out. Nailed it. Roasted. Just imagine Janet Reno just pulling the W's out. Question 12. Traditionally, feta cheese comes from what animal? 45 seconds. Or just imagine Will Ferrell as Janet Reno pulling them all out, and then it's funnier. Feta cheese comes from what animal? Traditionally. I assume they're probably just making regular feta nowadays. Regular feta. Human would be... I'm sure someone's made some human feta somewhere. Yeah. It's made out of people. But, like, you know, not actually. Just breast milk. Ooh, this girl is nailing it on Twitch. Y'all are on Twitch. You can get all the answers 5 seconds early. Goat is a good guess and a valued one, but the answer is sheep. Sorry, sheeple. Wake up. Feta's made out of sheeps. Or lambs. Well, probably not, right? I bet the lamb can't make milk. Anyway, let's not open that can of worms. Question 13. The Hubbard Dianetic Research Foundation later grew into what worldwide organization? 45 seconds. Can you milk me? Thank you. Spider milk. I remember spider milk. Spider milk. Spider milk. Tastes like spiders and drinks like milk. The Hubbard Dianetic Research Foundation is the original name of what worldwide organization? 23 seconds. Worldwide might be aggressive, but I think it's worldwide. I'm sure it's worldwide. Yeah, that's true. They're universe-wide. Anyway, 2-1, show them. Yes, this universe-wide organization. Indeed, the answer is the Church of Scientology. Scientology will get you the point. Scientology. L. Ron Hubbard. Scientology. Speaking of crackpots, the Universal Zetetic Society espouses what belief? Shared by Tila Tequila, B.O.B., and temporarily Kyrie Irving. 45 seconds. Temporarily. He's a basketballist, anyone who's not into sports. Speaking of crackpots, the Universal Zetetic Society. Scientology, nailed it, Jimmy Polecat. Espouses what belief? They stand for one thing, really. A belief shared by Tila Tequila. By the way, you don't need to care about Tila Tequila anymore, guys. Nazi sympathizer Tila Tequila. I know, R.I.P. And people say she's just a big pair of tits. No, she's a Nazi. You can Google it. Like an old-timey Nazi. Not one of these newfangled Nazis, like an old-timey one. I think that might be a part of it, Steven. I hope it's a part of it. Anyway, yes, good point. Everybody knows, yeah, that the Earth is flat, or the flat Earth theory, anything about a squishy world. Doug is correct. Squished world theory is correct. Who needs a poll anyway? Question 15. What's the first name of Porky Pig's girlfriend? 45 seconds. They've been together a long time. I don't know if they're still together, but I know. Yeah, this is one of those ones. This is definitely one of those ones. First name of Porky Pig's girlfriend. Unhelpful hint. Starts with a P. But you were already thinking that, so. Hi, the real QVC. What's up, man? Come play some trivia. Welcome. Tell me who Porky Pig's girlfriend is. Yeah, answer it around 10 seconds left. That should time up with us. 10 to 5, anywhere in there. Welcome. Yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Good job. Twitch was all over this one. Others were. Polly's an excellent guess. Patty's an excellent guess. Right hand will get you a half point, Chris. Patricia's a good guess and very close. It's Petunia. That used to be a name. Ooh, I love this question. Penelope. It's Penelope Pitstop in Wacky Races. 1960, publisher Bennett Cerf bet Theodore Geisel he couldn't write a book using only 50 words, resulting in what classic work? Doug's nodding because I feel like this is a trivia classic here. 1960, publisher Bennett Cerf bet Theodore Geisel he couldn't write a book using only 50 words total. He repeated the words, but it was 50 pieces of separate words of vocabulary. It's a good question, QVC. I'm not going to answer you because it'll give it away to Twitch. Except to say no. It's a classic. Also, I'll give a 5-second hint. In 1960, publisher Bennett Cerf bet Theodore Geisel he couldn't write a book using only 50 words. And when you say banned, actually just chosen not to be published by the publisher. That's right, I was talking about Dr. Seuss. You guys knew that. The Bible is a great guess, Steven. And I might have to go half point for Steven for the Bible, because that is good. It's Green Eggs and Ham. Theodore Geisel is Dr. Seuss. That's his real name. Green Eggs and Ham. So 4 of the words are green, eggs, and ham. And then, there's only 46 more. Question 17. In the movie Sideways, Paul Giamatti refuses to drink what wine varietal, leading to a huge drop in sales domestically here in America? 45 seconds. True story. People stopped putting it on the labels. Real dick, that Paul Giamatti. Or at least his character. I'm sure Paul Giamatti's a very nice man. In the movie Sideways, Paul Giamatti refuses to drink what wine varietal, leading to a huge drop in sales domestically. 15-second hint. At the end of the movie, ironically, he drinks a French wine that has majority this varietal in it. So the movie just didn't even do its research. I completely agree, Julian, and we will discuss all wine varietals at length before the next question. Just kidding, we won't. Anyway, show him. We'll discuss at the end if anyone wants to talk. Oh, Chardonnay, good guess. And yes, very basic, but indeed it was the good old red varietal Merlot. Merlot. I say Merlot because that's how people ask for it in my restaurant. Question 18. Julio Franco still holds the record for having been the oldest active position player in Major League Baseball within 2 years. How old was he when he retired? 45 seconds. And if you're not a baseballist, just guess an age. How old would the oldest position player ever have been at his point of retirement? Former Atlanta Braves, Steven. At the end, actually. And also of many teams. Julio Franco, he still holds the record for having been the oldest active position player in Major League Baseball. Also held the record for most hits by a Dominican player until Vladimir Guerrero. Sometimes I research these things. And they stay. Good guesses. Good guesses coming in on Twitch. Julio really knows. I'll give you a half point for that, Mr. Real QVC. Everybody's in the right ballpark, dare I say. 49. Man was 49 years old. You get a point from 47 to 51. Go figure, man. Clap, clap, clap indeed, Doug. Question 19. Only one 75-mile part of the Kansas border isn't a straight line. Instead, it's defined by what natural obstacle? 45 seconds. What's that little nubbin in Kansas? What is that? What's the thing making it a nubbin instead of a good old Colorado-like square? A piece of geography. That's all I'll say. But, I'll talk it through with you guys. It's a river or a mountain. That's how these things happen. This girl off by 1, man. Brutal. That's the within 2s are brutal. I thought within 3. And then everyone would have gotten it, but I did within 2 because I'm a terrible person. Show them, everybody. What is that thing? What's the thing? Good guess, Rio Grande. It is a river, and many people are saying it's the Missouri River. The Missouri. Missouri is the one that just cuts off that little top corner. Question 20. Love this. Just found this out today and love it. Swingline never made a stapler in this particular color until the 1990 film Office Space triggered demand for it. 45 seconds. Not sure which river. This girl, you showed up late. I'll give you a half point. You just said river. Fulst. I hope I'm saying your name right. Swingline never made a stapler. Swingline is a stapler maker. They never made a stapler in this particular color until the 1999 film Office Space triggered demand for it. 22-second hint. If you work with me at Mama's Shelter, our staplers are this color. Not helpful. I haven't seen any of you people in person in quite some time. Swingline never made a stapler in this particular color until the 1999 film Office Space by Michael Judge. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Have you seen my stapler? Julian hasn't seen the movie, sadly. It's red. If you hadn't seen the movie, that's just what happens. But, you know, you threw out a color. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Red is the answer. That is true. And now it's a blue duck. Everybody's liking it. Great. That's 2 rounds down, guys, for my people on Twitch. If you are so inclined and want to play along with us, this is a link, a QR code to an online thing where you don't have to enter your answers in the chat. You can just enter them with me and I can grade it. If you don't want to do it, that's fine too. Meantime, 3-minute break for those of you going manual. Add up your scores and check out our promo. Such a good promo, by the way. I'll figure out Photoshop someday. See you in 3 minutes. Here we go. Here's the deal, guys. We are doing good old Wayla. For those of you joining us for the first time, that stands for what are you looking at? It's going to be pictures. I'm going to take... what am I going to do? Great. It's going to be a bunch of pictures. You're going to tell me what you're looking at. I'm going to give you a spoiler alert. There is a theme this night. On this particular day, March 10th, I have a theme. After the 9th one, whoever unmutes themselves or hops in the Twitch chat and says what the theme is gets a bonus point, okay? With that said, yes. After the 9th, I will announce what is the theme. So if you've caught on by then, I'm going to say what's the theme, and then first one to chime in goes. Because I didn't want to get to the 10th, because the 10th gives it away. Anyway, question 1. What country is this? 45 seconds. What are you looking at? Yes, the real QVC, 1 guess for the theme. I'll do, yes, I need to start the rad again. I will do, oh, wait, hang on. We need a, oh no, that works. Yeah, we will guess. For those of you on Twitch, first one to see it in the chat. And for those of you on Zoom, first one to say it. Bonus point for each. Unless you're on both, Doug. What country is this? Easy. Easy layup right now. How dare you, Doug? Easy layup question. What country is this? Two, one. It's a map of a country. What is it? Very good. Everybody get it right. It's Italy, and that's offensive. Question 2. What's this man's occupation? 45 seconds, and it's not stock photo. Stock photo actor is an excellent guess. That was very funny. But I thought of it first, so think of something funnier. What's the man's occupation? Or even better, maybe he's assisting the woman. What's her occupation? Thank you. International, well, also true. You know white people, we don't have to work. Sethron already knows the theme. Sit on it, Sethron. That's kind of true. Oh, God, did I say that? Oh, I'm going to get in trouble at the next meeting. Oh, shit. Emily, Doug, dude, Steven, don't tell him. Don't tell the whites. Dude, Jimmy Polecat, you have been buying from the fake QVC. Anyway, show him, guys. Yeah. He's working on pipes. He's a plumber. Plumber, it was that easy. It gets harder. What are these fruits? 45 seconds. These are stone fruits. I'm not trying to trick you. We do have to wait, Steven. You'll be ready, don't worry. Actually, sorry, I should say this. You need to say why this is the theme. That's what you need to do. Well, don't right now, but you're going to get it when it happens, Piers. Oh, okay, fun. So Cyrus knew what was coming. But other people may be able to figure it out. In the meantime, what kind of fruit is this? What fruit is this? It's not a trick, Emily. You guys are looking at it like it's going to be a thing. It is porches, guys. Yeah, you're right. Show them. Millions of peaches. Peaches for me. Oh, no. I said it wasn't a trick. It's a peach. It's just a peach. Sometimes a peach is just a peach, guys. Sigmund Freud. Peaches. Millions of peaches. Peaches for me. This guy is a famous hockey player for the Pittsburgh Penguins. What's his name? Give me the full name. You theme guessers. What's the full name of this individual? Prolific scorer. Maybe. You're going to yell it when I say to yell it, but also you need to yell why it is the theme. Specific reason. As Uta Hagen would say, it's the Passover question of why tonight's Trivia Ronin is themed in such a way. Cyrus knows it. That's the problem. You need to read Cyrus's face because he knows it. Oh, so 3 people know it. Okay, cool. So it's really going to be who's fastest on the spacebar. Yes, indeed. His full name is Mario. Doug gets a half point. Mario Lemieux. Oui, chef. Mario Lemieux. Excellent Pittsburgh Penguins player. This is a specific type of mushroom. It is poisonous. It is named because of its size and proportion to an amphibian. 42 seconds. Don't tell me mushroom. Tell me what type of mushroom. Water sip. Water sip. Hey, good one, Doug. Piece of rope walks into a bar. Bartender says we don't serve your kind here. He goes outside. He ties himself into a bunch of knots. Comes back. Bartender says, hey, I told you we don't serve your kind. He says, well, I'm afraid not. There it is. Yep, just in time. You are right, Twitch. You all got it. It is. Oh, Amanita might be correct, and I might need to check myself. All right, Julian gets a point. I'm just going to trust you, Julian. Which now you know you can write anything you want. It's a toadstool, though. We was looking for toadstool. Or Amanita. It is a good one, right? One of my faves. We'll do them all. One Wayla will just do a bunch of walk into a bar jokes, and that'll be the question. What are these vehicles these children are driving? It got easier, guys, instead of harder. What vehicles are these children driving? What is the commonly accepted term? Frog chair is correct, by the way. It was a frog chair mushroom. It was a salamander ottoman. Don't eat them, they're poisonous. 26 seconds. What are these happy stock photo children driving? I hope they're stock photo children, otherwise, again, can't monetize this video. We got kids in it. They're approving kids. Those are happy children. Close, Jimmy. Oh, duck asks for grapes? I don't know that one. If somebody knows the ducks asking for grapes one, you can earn a half point. Anyway, yes. It is go-karts. They're go-karts. That's what we call them. Okay, this is great. You know who this is. This is Molly Shannon. She's playing Mary Catherine Gallagher. Her catchphrase is what? 45 seconds. Right after she does what she's doing in the photo, she would say something. Oh, right. Yeah, it's wow, a talking duck. First girl, you get a half point. For wow, a talking duck is the punchline. The great Molly Shannon. Underused in the film Promising Young Woman, if you haven't seen it. But she's great. Yes, Jimmy Polecat. Excellent guess. Half point for that, honestly. Because she might as well be saying that. Jimmy Polecat's guess, guys, was, I have 10 fingers, is what she's yelling. She's not, but it would be funny if she was. Dog show. Yes, it's not that one. It's Superstar. Yes. Superstar. Superstar. Oh, this is hard. You effers thought you knew everything. Who's this? It's the mayor of Washington, D.C. The current mayor of Washington, D.C. There's a theme. She painted Black Lives Matter in front of the White House and made national news. During the last presidency, she came out vehemently against tear gassing citizens of her district to take a photo with an upside-down Bible. She's made enough national news, I don't feel bad putting her name out there. I just need a last name, though. I'll say that. Steven gets it. Doug, that's for you. That was good. Current mayor of Washington, D.C. is not an acceptable answer. Thank you for asking. But yes, Steven is correct. Show him. Turtle was a good guess. It's Muriel Bowser. Muriel Bowser is her name. My favorite. This is a former Surgeon General of the United States and then LifeLock peddler. Not LifeLock. Sorry, what's the one? I've fallen and I can't get up. That guy. Anyway, what's this guy's name? 45 seconds. Thank you, Life Alert. He's a Life Alert peddler. I just need a last name. But honestly, if you know the last name, you know the whole name. So if you don't know him, just hang out for 30 seconds. But it is in the theme. Is this 9? Let me check. This is 9? Okay, good. Prepare your space bars. Prepare your unmute buttons. Same thing on Twitch. 10 seconds left. What's this man? O B 2 1. Show him and bonus point. Who's got it? Whoa! She hopped in. Well, yes. So I have to give Cyrus a half point because of the meme, but full point goes to Larry because it is that. Zoom, you got it? They didn't give you the answer. C. Everett Koop, though, on the real QEC. Yes, C. Everett Koop was the answer to this one, as in Koopa. It is National Mario Day. Happy March 10th, everybody. So that leaves the last one. Haha, it's not Mario. Who's this? Haha, tricked you. Just kidding. Everybody knows who this is. 45 seconds. For National Mario Day, it's the cutest one. Everyone's favorite. And best in Mario Kart 64. At me, bro. Although not my main. Wasn't my main back in the day. As a tall, skinny child, I was a Luigi guy all day. Also, couldn't find a good, with 20 seconds left, couldn't find a good, Luigi question. There's really, one Luigi. It was going to be who's the pizzeria owner from, is it Simpsons? Is he Luigi? Anyway, one of them. Futurama, maybe. Twitch catfish date is an excellent guess. I'll give you a half point. Oh, Yogo is so close. But it is Yoshi. Yoshi. That's Yoshi, everybody. That's 10 questions. Good job, team. So, Cyrus with the half point, but Larry hopping in for the full bonus, which will be added up in our 3-minute break. Coming back to question time. Happy Mario Day. Story time's got nothing to do with Mario, so too bad. Back in 3. Doug's going 24 hours on Friday. Remember. It's story time, everybody. I think, I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens. Curious to see how well I wrote this thing. And by wrote, I mean looked up some facts, and then I'm going to talk about them. But stories about an American treasure. There's a lot of things going on in the Twitch chat. Now I ignore it. I'm talking to you, camera. Hello. I'm going to talk about an American hero. His name's Bob Heft, which is one of the most Midwestern names I've ever heard. Bob Heft is, yes, from the Midwest, born in Saginaw, Michigan, woot woot. In 1941, moved to Lancaster, Ohio as a young man. He's a good Ohioan, just like many of our viewers. Lived in Lancaster for a long time, went through all elementary to high school there, ended up going to OSU and OU, so he's like the most Ohio person ever, and ends up going into politics. He becomes a member of the Fairfield County, Ohio Young Democrats in 1961. So he is at the age of like 21. He gets started into this. In 1963, he runs for the city council in Lancaster. As a 23-year-old, he does not win. However, he's now on the scene. He becomes the Fairfield County chairman of the March of Dimes, so he's a good philanthropist, raising money. He works for John Glenn's successful Senate campaign, John Glenn of Right Stuff fame, and another great Ohioan. He works for his campaign in 1964. As a day job, he's a history teacher at a high school in Lancaster. Then he moves up to Northwest Ohio Community College. He's a college professor. He gets his big break finally by becoming the mayor of Napoleon, Ohio. Population in this day, 8,000. In 1973, he becomes the mayor there. He serves 7 consecutive terms. Becomes the first Democrat in 20 years elected to that office. And he becomes the chairman of the Ohio Mayors Association. So, big deal. And then he loses eventually, as comes for all mayors. Term limits come eventually, or not term limits, just somebody else comes in, loses his job, ends up moving back to Saginaw, Michigan, lives out the rest of his days until age 68 when he dies in 2009. I hope that math is right. Anyway, and he dies because he's like a big fat Midwestern guy. Let's be honest. He could have lived to like 88, but come on, cheese curds. What's gonna happen? What do you want from me? But still, long life for a Midwesterner born in 1941. Good job. Good job, Bob Heft. Question is, who the fuck cares about Bob Heft? Great question. Why did Bob Heft become a story here at Trivia Ronin? You need some bona fides to get up on the Trivia Ronin storytelling, all right? So here's the tea. Let's now talk about Dwight David Eisenhower. 34th President of the United States, Allied commander in Europe for World War II. You knew that. He is elected president in 1953, right after serving as the basically president of Germany for a year. He comes back, becomes president of the United States. He shuts down McCarthyism himself through executive order. He gets tired of all these McCarthy panels. He's a good dude. He founds the interstate highway system. You're welcome. He signed the Civil Rights Act of 1957, starting to integrate schools in the South, specifically one in Little Rock, where he sent in National Guardsmen. You know the story. Ushers in an era of a lot of economic prosperity. Obviously, he's not perfect, but he warns against deficit spending on his way out and the military-industrial complex. He's a guy we should have listened to, quite frankly, Dwight Eisenhower. Good dude. Mostly. And considered, top-tier president, top 25%, probably. There's some real bad ones, but he's a good one. Eisenhower has a problem coming into office. 1953 comes into office. He realizes there's a problem coming down the pipeline. He wants to address it head on. So he says, I don't know when this thing's going to hit, but he can see something coming down the way that he needs to, you know what presidents do. I mean, Dwight Eisenhower specifically, excellent administrator. He goes, I want to put my best men on this. Wink, if you'll excuse the pun. So he starts a committee, a joint committee, to look at this problem he sees coming. It's 3 members of the armed forces. It's 1 person from the Department of the Interior, 1 person from the Department of State, and then a member from the Commission of Fine Arts. These 6 people are put in place on a committee to rectify this problem that's coming. 1953. It never comes to a head. For his whole first term, nothing happens. These guys are just sitting on a committee. They have other jobs, obviously, but they're on a committee. Second term rolls around. Finally, a bill is passed in the House. House Resolution 7,999. That's just to put in perspective what Congress actually got done back in the 50s. Like, they would actually pass bills on a daily basis. Now, like, the one today was like HR 3, you know? They're not doing anything. Back in the day, they passed a lot of bills. They passed this one on July 7th, 1958. Once that bill passed, the committee goes, we got to get to work. So they have a solution to this problem that I cannot discuss openly. They present it to the president. The president approves of the solution. It's rolled out by executive order January 3rd, 1959. So the problem, they're like, boom. July 7th, we have to address something. By January 3rd, 1959, it's addressed. Here's the problem. March 18th, 1959, it's already outdated what they did. Because the Senate has passed Senate Resolution 50, which has done something else to the government. Now everything's out of date. So they go, all right, what do we do? Well, we weren't prepared for this outcome. In steps Bob Heft. Let's go back to Bob, all right? This is why we're talking about Bob. Bob, he is a high school student at Lancaster High. He is 17 years old in 1958. He's in a man named Mr. Pratt's American history class. Mr. Pratt, probably a bit tired, gives an assignment to the class to make something. That's a quote from Bob. Just make something. Go out, make something, bring it in. I'll grade you. So Bob goes, okay, I'm going to go make something. Bob goes into his parents' garage. He goes and grabs a wedding present that his parents were given. And he goes, I'm going to take this. And he alters it in a very specific way. That's all he does. He just alters it a little bit, brings it back to the classroom. So Mr. Pratt looks at this and he goes, what did you do? You just messed with this a little bit? He goes, you just took this thing and you messed with it. Now you want to turn it in for a grade? And he goes, yeah, I think this is going to be pretty important, what I did. And he goes, sure. B-. So our man Bob gets a B- on his class project. And he goes, I think this is worth more than a B-. He goes, it doesn't make any sense, man. He goes, if you can send this thing, if you can talk to the White House, if you can talk to Washington and convince them that this thing is worth something, I'll give you an A. I'll fix your grade. I'll give you an A. And so what does Bob do? Well, it doesn't matter. It's a B- in one class project. He probably just puts it aside. That's not how you get on Trivia Ronin. Bob Heft takes this thing, sends it to Washington, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, sends it, calls every day, says, did you get my thing? Did you get my package? Mr. President, did you get my package? Guess what happens? Nothing. Nobody noticed. Just kidding. He writes to the White House for a year. Dwight Eisenhower, eventually a year later in 1959, once Senate Resolution 50 passes, Dwight Eisenhower is presented with what this man has given to Dwight Eisenhower, and he calls up this young man specifically at 17 years of age, says, I got what you sent me. Do you want to come to Washington, D.C.? And on August 21st, 1959, he's given an A by Mr. Pratt because of what he made. My question to you, of course, what the heck did Bob Heft make? What did he make? 45 seconds. What did? Story time. And while we're thinking, this girl, George Carlin and Mitch Hedberg, both very funny. Very differently funny. What did Bob Heft make that solved Dwight Eisenhower's problem? In 1959, August 21st, my birthday. Nobody cares. I wasn't born in 1959, but it was the day of my birth. 1959 was when this was officially. Ooh, good guess, an atomic bomb. Show 'em. Twitch guessed an atomic bomb. Microwave's a good guess. Trash bag's a good guess. This was very yes. Anybody? Okay, but Cyrus, I feel good because Cyrus, you came swinging today. It was the 50-star American flag. A man named Bob Heft at 17 years old designed the 50-star American flag that was implemented August 21st, 1959. Good for Bob Heft. Good for Apes Together Strong, a.k.a. Cyrus. Well done. Hefty bag. Also, good one, Doug. He didn't invent the hefty bag, but, you know, he invented something hefty. So, Cyrus, that's a clear win. What is it, 39.5? Just to put it in the... Butter my butt. Good old Bob. Good work, everybody. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you to coming to our new time. Welcome, everyone. That is going to do it tonight for Trivia Ronin. My name is Matt McNelly saying, please don't be a shitty person. Salute the flag. The longest running flag, by the way. It's been around since 2007. Let's see about Puerto Rico and DC. Root for that. And we're hoping you learned something. Bye.